Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope everybody's doing all right. All right, let's talk about some cards. For those that ain't seen the cards, I know you have seen the cards, but I want to show you what my opinion is on about the cards. All right, cards that I think is good. These cards, the best dragon. We got two good dragons in here. You got the Witherbloom, pretty good card. And the next good one is the Quandrix. That's the two best cards out of the dragons. I have not seen Borhold or Civil played much, but so far, Witherbloom, the Balancer, and Quandrix. That's my pick out of my two picks out of the dragons. Every college, Strixhaven is about colleges, 5 colleges on one campus. And with Witherbloom, the Balancer, it gives all your instants and sorceries affinity for creatures. The more creatures you have, the cheaper your instants and sorcery spells are. Same thing with this dragon, which is not bad, actually. The Quandrix, the proof, it has Cascade, which is pretty good mechanic. All right, out of the Empress, the blue one got played quite a bit, and I've and people's been played this yesterday on early access. It's pretty good, especially since it enters prepared. Since it enters prepared, it's actually pretty good. The next card I want to highlight is the Empress of Woe. 4 mana with Demonic Tutor. That would be the second one. There's 3 cards that really stand out. Actually, there's only one bad one of these. The white one, the blue, the black, and the green. Red one, it's okay, but it can die pretty quick for removal. So a cheap removal better than these. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The red one is the weakest. Is what I'm getting at. The red one's the weakest. But these other 4, pretty darn good. But the easiest one to prepare is actually the green. All you have to do is attack with it, If you got enough land on the battlefield, it becomes prepared. Then you can then you can cast that regrowth every turn. Out of this row, this is the Paradigm row. German. I now played with the white one and the green one, and flirted around with the blue one a little bit. But out of these 5, there's going to be 4. I'm going to highlight the white, the blue, the black, and the green. They're pretty good. Actually, all of these are good. I just did not play with the red one, but it's still pretty good. So yeah, you're taking these cost a lot. Like the cheapest one is the black one for 5. Well, the black and green one both are 5. If you ain't got no creatures out, when you cast the green one, it kind of spell for nothing until you get a creature out. Then you start getting payoffs for it. Ralzak, he's pretty good for surveil mostly. I have not seen his alts. Nobody has alt him. Uses alt as -7. Now, one card that did surprise me yesterday when I did early access for Wizards of the Coast. And I do thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for inviting me to that. It's Mathematics. This card, pretty darn good. It's pretty good. Withering Curse. It's a pretty good board wipe. This is, well, we're going over cards that I think that's going to stand out in this new meta. I think this is going to be some meta changing cards. Going to your first pre-release. Any tips? Yeah, get you make sure, well, several tips. One, when you get your pre-release kits, never leave it sitting around. You know, I'm not accusing people or anything, but there are people out there that do have, some sticky hands, some sticky fingers. So always keep your pre-release kit on you, and take some lands. It's a 40 card deck that you're going to be making. Make sure to take some lands, sleeves. Take you some, that way you can sleeve your deck up. You can have your lands, that way you don't have to go to the land station. And because sometimes you'll get into it's where you just want to go up, leave your stuff laying around and go up there and get you some lands. By the time you come back, your stuff is gone. So never leave your stuff laying around. And I would take my own lands, that way I wouldn't have to go to the land station there at the LGS, because your LGS should have a land station where you can go up there and get lands that you need to build your deck. So if you take your own lands, you won't have to do that. And that's the biggest tip I can give you. But as far as picking out the good cards, I can show you what good cards that are in the set right now. But like I was saying, mathematics, pretty dang on good. I lost to this on during the early access. I drew my whole entire deck. Had it played against me. Decoration, pretty good. The germination card, green one, it's pretty good. The white one's not bad. Red one's good. Doing Silver Quill, nice. I like Silver Quill. If I could go to pre-release, that's what I would go for is Silver Quill. This Planeswalker, it's okay. Withering Curse, pretty good board wipe. Especially if you gain life. All your Empress cards are pretty good. Now this one, since these are all prepared, then all you have to do is blink them, and when you blink them, they'll come back in prepared. You can do it again, cast their instant or sorcery again. The Elder Dragons, the best ones of the Elder Dragon, believe it or not, it's not Silver Quill. It's Witherbloom, the Balancer, and Quandrix, the Proof. That's the best two dragons. I mean, this is opinion. This is, based on opinions. But I do like Silver Quill, but the dragon, I'm not much of a fan of it. Now for Commander, yes. But for Standard, no. Silver Quill or the green and black? Yeah, the green and black. Yeah, that'd be Witherbloom. Pretty good dragon because you pretty much cast it. Yeah, it does cost 8, but the more creatures you have on the battlefield, cheaper it costs to cast, which is pretty good. So if you have 6 creatures out, you can cast this for a black and a green. This Muscle Veins new Dean. This card kind of got mixed feelings on this. It's not really that good. I mean, it is a skeleton. It's a bird. It's a warlock. Pox Plague. I have a combo with it, but could not get it to work due to creature removal. But if you can get this out along with Bloodletter of Alcatraz, then that's an instant win if your Bloodletter survives. I did not see anybody playing with the 6-6 Plant Beast, so I really can't say nothing about it. Now, Erode, very good removal. This Planar Engineering, oh my goodness. Landfall decks, love this card. You sack 2 lands, then you search for 4 lands. Yeah, you're losing 2 lands, but you're gaining four landfall triggers. Pretty good for landfall decks. Very good card. I'm impressed with that. That's only card in this row that has really impressed me. Well, Planar Engineering and Mana Script. This card has impressed me also. As long as you have a wizard, you get extra mana for casting this spell. So not a bad counter spell. And then in this row, the cards that impressed me was an Expedition Tidecaller, Ambitious Argumenter. Pretty good. These two are pretty good cards. And also this Tragedy Feaster. 4 mana, Demon, Trample, Ward, discard a card. It also has a fusion. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a permanent unless you gained life this turn. Okay. You play right now in standard. We have the room that makes a 6/6 demon. It also draws you cards and drain gain. And as long as you have a demon, you gain life. This is a demon before it works with that card. Very good card. That room is called, I know the name of it right off the top of my head, but anyway, Tragedy Feaster, very good card, 4 mana, 7/6. Arbit, now I want to say Arbus, but that ain't it. We got what's in this row? Pensive Professor, not terrible. I mean, I didn't get it to work, but it's not too bad of a hard. Every time you get a 1/1 counter on it, you get to draw. Uh, it's Iron, Deathbloom, Botanist, Vampire Druid. It's not a bad card at all. Not a bad card. Well, this row, I would have to say the best card will probably be a Deathbloom Botanist. Mm, Foolish Fate. I didn't see this card played, but in 24 hours, you don't have enough time to play all the cards. There's so many cards. But Foolish Fate, my honest opinion about that card, pretty good card. Stand up for yourself. That's a pretty good card. Also, pretty good removal. So, Big Young, going over cards that I think are going to be, meta changing. I do believe this set's going to change the meta. Very good cards are in the set. It may not change the meta much, but I think it's going to change the meta some. Need Force of Will. Yep. Force of Will, I can't remember exactly what that does. What does Force of Will do, actually? It's been a long time since I've looked at it. Of course, I have a bad memory any dang on way. But summoned Domindary, 4 mana for 3, pay 2 to return it from your graveyard to your hand. It's okay. I mean, it's a reoccurring creature, but it's okay. Free counter for times. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good card. Daydream. You play a warp creature, you cast Daydream. You will exile that creature and then bring it back to the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. Those warp creatures. Huh. Daydream is going to see a lot of play. It's a pretty good card. End of the Hunt. I played this card. Pretty good removal. It's good. Flow States. It's not a bad card. It's pretty good. I see people trying to play Graduation Day. It did not really impress me much. Yeah, that's what I'm doing to set review. Leech Collector. I did not get a chance to play this card, but I do think it's pretty good. Art review. Cool. This Johnny's response. Not a bad card. Yeah, it does cost 5. But if your opponent is attacking, it costs 3 less. So that makes it a lot better by it costing 3 less if your opponent starts to attack. Pretty good removal. Goblin Glasswright. As soon as when this creature enters, you get to create a treasure. Not bad. Not a bad card. Does ramp you. I'm not going to talk about Essence Scatter because, it's already in standard right now. Quick study, we'll probably see a lot of play, especially the lesson decks where they want to draw and discard. Yeah, you don't discard, but it's still draw. That's pretty good. Zookeeper's Bane does die too easy because it is a 4/2. But it does have trample, and if you buff this up, you can get through with quite a bit of damage. And you're gaining 2 life every time you attack with it. So it's okay. Run behind. Costs 1 less to cast if it targets a attacking creature. So for 3 mana, you can bounce a attacking creature to your opponent's top of their library. Pretty good spell actually. Send in the past. It's okay. It's not a bad card, especially if you're making put this into a discard deck. So this would see a play in a discard deck. Hmm. Wander off. It's a It's a great card. I had 3 creatures out. I had my dragon out. I was able to cast this for 1 mana. 1 mana. It's not a bad instant at all. Now this planeswalker here, Don't overlook this planeswalker. This planeswalker can get you. But it's a pretty good planeswalker. Bleach Loafing Pest. It's a pretty good creature. If you have it in a life gain deck, not necessarily a white deck. White's known for life gain, but black and green has got some life gain in it now, so it's not bad. Now this Cauldron of Essence, oh my goodness, you got to watch out for this artifact here because it can kill you if you're on the receiving end. Because whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you can gain a life. You pay 3 to tap it, sacrifice a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. It can get you. Yeah, it only does it one turn. But say your opponent say you have a big creature in your graveyard. You play out a little dorky creature. You sacrifice that creature. You gain and drain your opponent, and you reanimate your big creature from your graveyard straight to the battlefield. That in itself can do some harm. Well, there's some good cards though. If you're playing Reanimator, Cauldron of Essence is pretty good. I saw people trying to run this fix what's broken. It's okay. It's not really that good because you only have 20 life. Now Commander, this card worked great. But as far as standard, no. Yeah, it's fine. Hey, Lulu. Vixorous Rivalry. It's okay. I mean, yeah, you are losing life to play it because just to, use that life to destroy your opponent's artifacts and creatures with mana value X or less. If you want to lose your life to destroy their creatures and their artifacts, then yes. Especially if you're in a life gain deck, then yeah, it wouldn't matter. Out of this row, I would have to pick Arc of Hunger. You mill a card, then you may play that card this turn. So you mill a card, and then you can play it. So you got this on the battlefield on turn 4. Very next turn, you don't draw your land, but your top card is a land. You tap this, you mill that land, and as soon as you mill that land, you can play it for your land drop. Pretty good, actually. This artifact's pretty good, actually. It really is. Now this Resoluting Resolute loot. Oh man. One land taps for two lands. Let's say you're playing a doubling season. So you're playing a doubling season. You're playing resoluting loot. You can cast that doubling season for quite, for more than what you normally could. And it does create card draw if you have 7 cards in your hand. But what the biggest thing about this artifact is you're able to tap your lands for 2 mana. 2 mana. Which will make it easier to cast your big stuff that you have. I mean, take a look at Splatter Technique. 5 mana. But you can cast it for 3 mana if you have resoluting loot on the battlefield. So you cast resoluting loot, tap 3 lands, a red land, a blue land, and 1. So for a total of 3, you can draw 4 cards, or you can do 4 damage to each creature and planeswalker for 3 mana. And that's with the loot out on the battlefield. That's why the loot, such a great card. I mean, I was really impressed with the loot. Tam, Observant Extinguisher. Did not get to play that card, but it's so easy to prepare it. 4 mana, 4/3 landfall is how you prepare it. So turn 5, play a land. You get this out on the battlefield in turn 4. Turn 5, you play a land. Boom, you get to draw a card and gain 1 life for 2 mana. Not bad. It's not bad at all. Spectacular Skywell. It's okay. I mean, it's a flyer, it's a blocker. That's about it. That's about it. Teacher's Pest. It's pretty good, actually. Teacher's Pest is pretty good. Black and green card. It's a 1/1. Does have menace, but when it attacks, you get to gain a life. And if it dies, you can pay 2 to return it from your graveyard back to the battlefield tapped. So it's kind of hard. So they kill it. You just pay 2, return it, put it back onto the battlefield. So it's kind of hard to get rid of unless it gets exiled. And it is a skeleton. And there might be more cards to pop up. better or worse than the cards that I'm picking out. This is just my picks on what I think is good. That's all it is, just my opinion. This card here, if you're playing a lot of instants and sorceries, pretty good card. Pretty good card for instant and sorcery deck. This will work great in that uh, lessons deck. Those lessons or instants and sorceries work great in that. Bioplex Tombkeeper. It's kind of a dead creature. The ability is, unless your opponent is playing a prepared creature, or you have a prepared creature on the battlefield. Then that's when this shines. I did try to play this and came up dead a lot. All right, Sky Coach Waypoint. Not bad. Not a bad land. For 3 mana, you can get a creature that has prepared mechanic and prepare it. Not a bad card. Petrified Hamlet. Did not play that card, so I cannot say anything about it. Cannot give you my opinion on it. All right. That is my picks for the cards. What I think is good. And the cards that I played. Some of the cards that I played that really stood out to me. And also some of the cards that was, played against me. It really stood out. Now, I missed this one. Procrastinate. Procrastinate, pretty good card. It's a pretty good card, actually. All right. But anyway, that is the my picks of the sets. Now, when this set does come out, I will be brewing some new decks for the channel. So let's go over here. Whoops. Made the screen dark. Sorry about that. But yeah, what did y'all think about the new set? Are y'all liking the new set? Let me know what you think about them. I kind of like the new set. I mean, lots of interesting cards in the set. Well, we went from 11 all the way down to 4. Anyway, what y'all's thoughts? Y'all think that is going to change the meta? You think it's not going to change the meta? Or do you think it's not a good set? Or do you think it's a great set? What is your thoughts? Just let me know what you think about the set. We're just sitting here, just chilling, just relaxing. Just got done talking about the set. I myself personally think the set, it's a pretty good set. It does look costly, but like I said, let's say they do give us a bad set. There's always a good card in a bad set. Or there's always good cards in a bad set. And I mean, that's with any set, there's always some good cards in a set. Primarily play Commander, but I think it's let me put this up here. Primarily play Commander, but I think it's good overall, better than other recent sets. Yeah, I agree with that comment there. I definitely agree. I mean, yeah, I mean, some of these cards that are bad for standard will be great in Commander. And yeah, I do play Commander also, and I play Standard on the streams. I do. Hang on, phone keeps ringing. I'm not answering it. But anyway, like I was trying to say, some of the cards are not good for Standard, but there's a lot of good cards in the set. And I do plan on getting some of these cards in paper because good cards. It might be, stronger in a Commander deck than what they would in a Standard deck. Because one thing that's very different, I mean, from Commander and Standard is the life total. Commander, you get like 40 life to play with. Standard, you only got 20 life. But I do think some of these cards are going to shine in other formats instead of just shining in Standard. But that one artifact that does make your land tap for 2 mana, that's Badger Mo. That's Badger Mo on an artifact. So we got 2. So now we're going to have that artifact in Standard. We're going to have Badger Mo in Standard. Therefore, you can tap, you get the artifact out, tap one land, play Badger Mo. But your land's going to tap for 2 mana. Then you will manifest that another land that you got out. Badger Mo is going to let that land tap for 2 mana. The artifact is going to let that land tap for 2 mana. That's going to be a quicker Ouroboros out on the battlefield. So yeah, we're going to be in a bigger Ouroboros meta now. Since we got that artifact that taps for 2 mana. It taps for land for 2 mana. And that's really going to, change the way standard is played. What's up, Tortoise? But anyway, that's my thoughts on the new sets. Is I think it's going to be a lot of. I think it's going to shake up the meta a little bit on standard. I really do. And like I said, the cards that ain't good for standard. Hey, I guarantee there's probably a format they are good in. Probably good in Commander. I mean, there's several cards that's in this set that I just want for Commander decks. And yeah, I mean, that artifact that's your land tap for 2 mana on turn 5. Because you got 4 mana to cast it. Then the next turn, all your mana taps for 2. That's pretty busted. Especially with Badger Bow out. Badger Bow also. Yeah, you're going to cast. I mean, I know Orbory does cost, 4 mana to play? But yet still, you're going to be able to play. That's going to speed it up. I do believe. And I mean, standards are ready pretty dang on quick. Turn 3, turn 4 kills. It's out there. And it's out there pretty heavy. But right now, since I think this set, especially that card, I think it's one of the strongest just because of what it does. It's going to make some changes. And what is y'all's thoughts about that card? I can't remember the name of the card right now because it's very new. But yeah, I do think it's going to be a change on standard. But if anybody wants to join in here, they're more than welcome to join in. All you have to do is let me know there in the chats, and then I'll send you a link to the stream here, and you can join in on the stream. And then you can give me your thoughts on the cards. But Caleb Ray Byrne, what you say you play Commander? What bracket do you usually play? I like to stick around 2 to 3, maybe 4, mostly 2 or 3. I don't know the cards that well. Okay. That's understandable that you don't know the cards that well. But but if you primary 2 or 3, nice. But maybe if you want to, on Tuesday nights, I usually do Commander around 7:00 Central Standard Time. I don't know where you're at, but on Central Standard Time around 7:00 on Tuesdays, I do Commander. We'll be playing a Commander game this Tuesday. It will be streamed. And I think Superfast Tortoise is doing a Commander game tonight. If I'm not badly mistaken, if he can. And he usually plays 2 or 3. And I think he does sometimes 4 also. But yeah, if you want to, you can join the Discord. And then if me or Tortoise needs somebody else to play, you're more than welcome to play. But you just gotta let us know. And then if there's any rules or anything like that, we can go over those on Discord with you or anything like that. Because one thing about me and Tortoise, we do run our commander games. We run them very well, pretty much the same. But we don't like, we try to keep everything. We do try to keep everything, PG, because you never know who's watching. You might have somebody in a business watching. You may have a kid watching. You just never know. And that's why one reason why me and Superfast Tortoise, we try to keep everything PG. And that way, it's respectful and everything. Because we try to be respectful. Because when you're a guest on a stream, when you're playing Commander on a stream, you are also a guest. And being a guest on any kind of stream, my number one rule on that is be respectful to the person in charge of that stream. Be respectful to everybody else that's on that stream, and also be respectful to chat. And this right here, yeah, and see that right there is my point about Tortoise's streams. Mine is not showed at a card shop, as far as I know, but his is, and that's one reason. That's another reason why we try to keep everything, PG. Because sometimes parents they take their kids into a card shop, and they don't want their kids all around somebody swearing up and down like a sailor or anything like that. And if your stream's being streamed and somebody's watching your stream at a card shop or something like that, they can associate with that card shop with you because you're on their stream. Coming not on their stream, but you're on their, you're in their public place for your stream. That's going to make it look bad on them, and that's going to make it look bad on you for being like that. And that's why we try to keep everything, PG. Okay. Well, I'm in Central Standard Time, so it's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't mind me asking, what state are you in? What time zone are you in? I'll tell you what state I'm in. I'm in Kentucky. Yeah, I'm a Southerner. It's Kentucky. Not much of a Southerner. Kind of right there in the middle. But anyway, but yeah, I'm in Central Standard Time, and I think, and so is Tortoise. We're both in the same time zone. Michigan. Okay, Michigan. I think it's ain't that Central Standard Time or Eastern? I think it's Eastern time zone. I think. No, right now it's 3 o'clock my time. I don't know what time it is there, but yeah, I usually what I usually do is on the channel here. I usually stream every day around 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. Then on Tuesday nights, I'll do a Commander game. But I'm always streaming around the same time every day. And I usually do Arena. I usually do Arena every day. Okay, so you're Eastern then. We use well, there's two programs that we could use. One's called Convoke, and one's called um Dag spell table. Yeah, that's it. Spell table. Yeah, there's spell table, and then there is Convoke. That's what we use. And the only thing you have to have is a camera setup, and that is it. For the camera setup, you just have to have a camera. So, like this right here is another camera, and it's shining straight down on my desk, which is my play area. You'll hook a spell table or convoke up to your camera there, and then that shows your deck. It works both with spell table and another new program that just opened up recent, which is called Convoke. But spell table is what I think Wizards of the Coast owns spell table, if I'm not badly mistaken there. I could be wrong on that. But but we do use spell table and we do use Convoke. It's two different websites, and but that's the two best websites to use to play Commander on. I mean, each one has its perks and cons, but that's what we use: is spell table and Convoke. But yeah, it'll be 8 o'clock for you, 7 o'clock for me. But yeah, we're always looking for somebody to play bracket 2 or bracket 3 with us. Like right now, what's up, Lone Wolf? Anybody can join in on the stream here if they want. Friends are welcome here. Yeah, I got a turtle deck. It's a bracket 2. Yeah, it's been upgraded, but it's still a bracket 2. But anyway, that's the that's the cards that I thought, the cards I went over here on the stream here. That's cards that I think is going to do some, check up the meta a little bit on in standard. As far as Commander, I can't talk on Commander as much as I can standard because I do mostly stream Arena. I stream Arena around 2 o'clock every day. But yeah. And dag blagged, I did not get no water. I should have got me a water before I started this. Oh well. But anyway, if you want to join in, Lone Wolf or Super Fast Tortoise? If y'all want, you're more than welcome to. If y'all want to. But yeah, once I get to 1,500 subs, I'm going to buy a box of the most recent set that drops and do a giveaway. But it has to be U.S. residents because I cannot afford overseas. Oh, have you ever tried to ship anything overseas? It ain't cheap. Dag blagged, I wish it was. Then I could open up a giveaway to anybody. But maybe eventually, I'm hoping one of these days that when I do a giveaway, that I'll be able to ship overseas. Right now, I'm unable to because the pay on YouTube, it ain't nothing to, you can't make a living off of it. That's for dang on sure. We're at 12:48. So we're getting closer to the giveaway. And but there's all kinds of stuff that if you enjoy, my streams and everything, then all you have to do is just all you have to do is just like the stream and comment, getting subscribe. Make sure to subscribe and well, give me a minute. All right, I probably froze up there for a minute. But anyway, to help a channel out that you enjoy, all you have to do is that'll work. Anyway, to help a channel out that you enjoy, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, hit those likes all the time, comments, every little thing like that will help the channel. It'll help them grow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if we get the channel growing, I can get to that goal that I'm trying to get to do the giveaway. We're growing slowly but surely. How you doing? How are you doing today, Superfast?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Awesome.
Getting ready to film some stuff, and
awesome.
Finally got to the office.
That's good. Yeah, I went over the cards from Secrets of Strixhaven.
Yeah.
And picked out what cards my opinion on the cards that's going to do, make some changes to the meta that might, shake the meta just maybe a little bit from Secrets of Strixhaven on standard, that is.
Ooh, boy.
There is some cards there in Secrets of Strixhaven that really did impress me that I did not play, but seeing them played and seeing how they worked really did impress me.
That's cool. That's cool. What did you think about? What did you say about the recall card?
Ancestral Recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I talked about that. And that card with the Ancestral Recall. Lord, man. It comes in prepared. There's a lot of stuff you have to do to re-prepare it.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you blink that card, you can recast Ancestral Recall.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that card right there with the blink ability, and there is a card that in white that blinks for 1 mana. I believe it was 1 mana. So, that's very good card. And I do think that card is going to, in itself, going to be probably in the meta decks and standard.
Probably. It's probably going to be ferocious.
Yes.
Take over.
It's a big creature. It has ward.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be so bad if it did not have ward.
Right. Easily taken care of.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But by having ward, that has made that card broken.
Right. Well, they want to protect it, so it's harder to take care of.
Yeah. And see, that's is an issue that I have with that card is that card is so good, but it's hard to deal with just because of the ward. I think it's Ward 2 it has.
Ward 2, yes.
Yeah. I agree.
Hmm.
I mean, just because it enters prepared, yeah, that's fine. I have no problem with that.
Want to
It's
shout
just,
out?
it's just not.
Sorry.
It's just not being able to take care of it when it comes out.
Right. Counter spell. Want to shout out to Caleb's icon there. It's a turtle eating a strawberry.
Cool. Yeah, my mother-in-law bought some strawberries here the other day, and I keep forgetting they're in the refrigerator.
Want to eat them before they go bad?
Yeah, I do. I'll probably end up going in there a little bit and get me some. But some of these cards, I mean, they're good cards, but I think some of them will shine better in Commander than Standard.
Right. What about Emeritus of Woe, the demonic tutor one?
I did play that, and that's a good card. Even in Standard, that's a good card.
I mean, 6 mana, you get to search for a card.
Yeah,
technically. And at the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures died this turn, this creature becomes prepared.
Yeah.
In the right deck, you're tutoring each turn.
Exactly. And that card, very good, actually.
That's crazy. Oh man! And what did you think of Raul Zarek? Did you try playing him in the format?
Which one is that? Is that the
Mono Black Planeswalker?
Mono Black? That Planeswalker is just okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty good because he surveils. But the other Planeswalker is much better.
Right.
Because second turn that he's out,
right.
you can do his alt, which is half of the single bond, exquisite blood combo. So that Planeswalker is better. And if he's not taken care of, the very next turn you can plus it. Because it still lives even after you do the alt. Because it's a +2 instead of a +1. +2, gain 3 life. And by you so once you get that emblem, you plus them, you're gaining life and you're draining your opponent from that emblem. So it's a pretty good Planeswalker.
What did you think about Paradigm?
Paradigm?
Yeah.
Paradigm is an interesting mechanic. It's kind of late game, but once you cast it, it's a free spell every turn.
Well, I was reading the text on it. It says, exile the spell, then after your first resolve a spell with this name, you may cast a copy of it from exile. So you have to copy a second copy of the spell to get a free copy of it.
No, once you cast it, that's it. You can play it every turn. That's the way that works.
That's crazy.
So, see, the green one does +1 counter.
Right.
So if I got creatures out on the battlefield, I'll play that. I'll get a +1 counter. Very next turn, I may cast that spell again without paying its mana cost to give my creatures +1 counters again. And that's every turn. That's how that works. And then I think Commander, those would be even better.
It might be. Was there a card that really stood out to you?
there were several cards that really stood out to me. There's just one artifact that I went over. Costs 4 mana. I believe it's 2 red and a green. I believe it's red and green. But anyway, it's 4 mana. And it lets your lands tap for 2 mana. So you're getting double mana.
Hold on, I'm looking for it.
But you're getting double mana on the on it, which is pretty dang on good. That card really stood out to me.
A red and a green, you said?
I believe it's a red and a green, 2 red and green. It's down there towards the bottom. I can't remember the name of it. It's red blue. Red blue.
Red blue, not red green.
Right.
All right.
But I do remember it was 4. But it's such a good artifact.
Because Abstract Paint Mage adds a blue and a red. You might pull the spinning instants and sorceries.
No, that's not the card. Let me share my screen real quick. I don't make nobody dizzy. Resonating loots.
Wow.
Lands you control have tap. Add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this only cast instant sorcery.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still good. Like, yeah, it's only instant sorceries. I missed the instant sorceries part of it, but still, how many big instant sorceries out there that are good? There's quite a bit that's good. So yeah, Resoling Loots, very good card. Let's say you play this, you play Double Game, for example. That's a lot of copies.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you do that, you can cast anything.
Right. That's pretty cool.
Hey, Cane Shaker.
Cane Shaker! I shake my cane at the clouds with my fury. Chilling.
But yep, just chilling. But yeah, I mean, I do think there's quite a bit of good cards in the set.
Yeah. A lot of good cards. I mean, keep your teeth and ambitions bared and be prepared.
Yep.
Anybody know that reference? Anybody know that reference? Tell
Can't
me.
Say I do. Can't say I do.
What?
But I mean, early access. I mean, yeah, I lost a lot of games, but you know, it's new cards. I was trying to figure them out, and some people are quicker on figuring cards out than I am. But you know, it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can't help it that people are a little quicker than me or anything like that. After all, I am a survivor of 2 ruptured brain aneurysms, which has messed with my mind and my memory, and sometimes it takes me a little bit to catch on things. Things.
Got a cat that's curious. He looks like he's on the chair.
What did I think about those 5 cards? The blue one's good. The black one is good. But those are 2 of the best ones. Can't exactly remember. I think the green one's pretty good. But that's pretty much my thoughts on those.
And the Emeritus cards are fun. and got to get a
Parent-
cut off this machine.
Yeah, the Emeritus cards are good, are pretty fun. And so is the Paragarum cards are fun too. Yeah, yeah, I can't say it all. Yeah, that those are good too. If you can get them casted and survive.
Yeah, Nabcore. It's a little weird that they reprinted Ancestral Recall, but they did it in a way where it wasn't exactly Ancestral Recall because you got to pay a chunk of mana into it first.
Yep, you got to pay a chunk of mana before you can play it. But if you can blink it, you have it every time.
Which is funny because Ancestral Recall itself is banned in Commander.
Yep, but apparently it's not now. And I don't know if you get that creature.
Right. That'd be funny if they kept it banned in Commander.
I know. You would think since they put it on this creature, they know people go and play this creature, that you would think that they'll unban Ancestral Recall in Commander.
Right.
I mean, why not?
Because they're going crazy.
Yep.
Going crazy. They want people to buy those cards. So someone could say, I own an Ancestral Recall. It's attached to a creature, but I own it.
Yep, exactly. I mean, if you got that creature, you might as well say you have Ancestral Recall.
Mm-hmm.
So you can play Ancestral Recall for one time for free.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just be happy they didn't reprint Time Walk.
Yep, exactly. I mean, yeah, you got to pay out 1 minute to do it, but yet you cast it any time for free. I mean, but for that 1 mana, I keep saying free, but I mean for that 1 mana. And that
energy.
Yeah, exactly, Nabcore, exactly. 1 white mana. Most of your blink spells are in white. So for 1 white, there is a new card that lets you blink for 1 white mana. Perfect card for that is the Ancestral Recall creature. And you have another, so yeah, you're going to have that blue mana up. So you're going to be able to cast Ancestral Recall again.
Ancestral Recall.
Teleportation Circle, yes, definitely going to be broken with that, especially in Commander or Historic.
Well, they just reprinted Teleportation Circle in the Turtle set, didn't they?
I think
Not
they
in the
did.
main set, but like in the bonus sheet.
I think they did.
Let's see.
I mean, it's such a great. I mean, those 2 cards is very game breaking.
Yeah, they reprinted it in a bonus sheet with old turtle art on it.
What are they thinking? But they're giving us Ancestral Recall with that. I mean, back to back. Like first you give us the means. I mean, not the means, but the way. Then you give us the means of what the way should do.
Oh yeah,
it's just for recall every turn. Yay!
I don't mind drawing 3 cards each turn. Just don't have Shieldred out.
Exactly. Combo breaker.
Combo breaker. I'll give you 5 points if you can tell me what game that's from.
I want to say it's probably from Hillbolt. Mortal Kombat.
Close. Killer Instinct.
Oh, I was thinking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and Killer Instinct what came in after Mortal Kombat was out. Became a very popular fighting game, and that game is centrated around nothing but combos, pretty much.
Oh.
And when you do a good combo breaker, it goes combo breaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never played that game.
What?
Yep.
That was like a staple for growing up. But anyways.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm liking the sets.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's very good sets. But I just don't think that they knew what they was doing when they were pretty recalling a creature. I mean, really?
I know what you're talking about, but the name evades me toward this. Killer Instinct? Oh my lord. Cinderglade, the robot guy.
Cinderglade, ain't that a land?
There's a guy named Cinder something on Killer Instinct.
I'm just messing with you.
Cinderglade is the land.
No.
But like, yeah, such a good game. They had a werewolf guy that was just all wolf. Yeah, two-headed giant man. Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, I mean, I do think that the set's going to do some changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, set does some changes, changes all around.
I found the 2 cards I was missing on my turtle deck.
Oh yeah,
2 lands.
2 lands. Of course. Well, you got that. I believe you got that foil forest coming your way.
I need another one. It wasn't a land, and it wasn't a forest I was missing. It was a island and shoot. I want to say island and a mountain. Yeah.
Wow. An island and a mountain.
But so now I got to replace an island and a mountain.
No.
Yep.
Okay, Checker says, I gotta understand why people are complaining about ancestral recall. It's just one of those things where they teetered on the edge.
Yeah.
You know, it was like rage bait. They did it on purpose.
Yep.
But it was fun.
Yep. That one card that Lone Wolf likes, though, makes that where you can draw. I got backdoor milled with that card.
Oh yeah, you're talking about
Mathematics
card. Is it called Mathematics?
Yep. I got backdoor milled with that yesterday.
Ooh.
Against my mill deck.
Oh man.
They played that artifact.
Mathemagics. Okay.
Yeah. They played that artifact. And then right after they played that artifact, they played that card and I drew 48 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, that was awful. San Fran Olive did that, and I almost milled him completely out.
Nabcore. Are there worse choices? Yes. Are there better choices? Also, yes. Big, what's up? Says, just did my set review. I like the reanimate one. Reanimating is always fun.
Yeah, the reanimate one is good. It is good. That one and also the tutor one is good too.
Tutoring. Yeah. So when are you gonna buy yourself a box of this stuff?
I would like to get a box, but I don't know if I can or not. That'll depend on finances. And if I got good finances, then I will purchase a box. If I don't have good finances, then I'll have to skip out on it.
Don't skip out on it.
Yeah, it's a good concept. I agree there. But if anybody else wants to join in, you're more than welcome to.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The mechanics, these new mechanics that we're getting in standard, pretty good.
I did it.
How as Paragram Has that ever been in Magic, or is that a new mechanic?
It's a new mechanic paradigm.
Yeah, Paradigm's a new mechanic. Oh.
Yeah, it's based off an old mechanic called Epic.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference between Epic is Epic would let you not play any more spells.
Oh.
It would say Epic said, you can't play spells for the rest of the game,
Mm-hmm.
but you copy that spell at the beginning of your upkeep.
Hmm.
So you basically stuck yourself to one spell per turn. All right. I don't know how well I did, but I just slipped in because I couldn't open the box where the label is.
Uh-huh.
I just slipped in an island and a mountain in there for you.
Okay.
So yeah.
See, I believe it was an island and a mountain. I got to make for sure. I thought I had them on top of the deck. So I went through the deck instead of me separating the whole deck. Yeah, one was an island.
Kane Checker says if you open a box of the new set, he says he calls dibs on all the Mystical Archive cards.
Oh no, there's some Mystical Archives that I want. Dag blanket.
Mystical Archives to me are the best part of that set.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It makes me miss what do they call play boosters before in the day? Set boosters.
Yeah, set boosters.
Makes me miss set boosters.
Yeah, it does. First they take one out away from us. Yeah, island and a mountain was right.
All right.
Yeah, they take one of them away, then they reduce the number of packages in them. What else are they going to do to us? Hopefully, nothing more.
Take an extra card out of the pack.
Probably.
They'll take the rare out of the pack.
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't put nothing past them.
What they'll do is they'll take the rare out of the pack and make it a slot where you can pull a rare out of the pack, but it might be a foil uncommon.
Right.
I kidding.
Hey, you may not be kidding. That might not. It might happen. You just never know about what's going on there. You know what I mean?
All right, but I missed the set boosters because you used to get you were guaranteed like a Mystical Archive kind of card in this set, like a special art card in each pack. Mm-hmm. You don't get that anymore.
Right.
It's so sad. But in the turtle set, which I love the turtle set, out of a booster box, you were guaranteed one pizza card out of each box. Yep. So you didn't have to buy the pizza box, which I didn't know until I bought the pizza. So I bought a booster box. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was this in the pizza box myself.
The pizza box guarantees you 2 pizza cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like guarantees you. But each booster box of the turtles guarantees you 1 pizza card.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Take care. Make it a chance for a rare or another foil land. Yep. Take the rare. That's right. Well, you know what I can't wait for though? When they make another 5-color land. I'm waiting for Wizards to make a 5-color land that taps for all 5 mana.
Well, they do have that Overlord that makes the Everywhere land, which is a 5-color land.
Right. But I'm talking about a land, not a token.
Overlord of the Hot Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I remember that came out. I think it's in Dustborn. And I try my best to pull one out of a pack. Never could pull one.
Right.
So the wife bought me a bundle. And when she bought me that bundle, I opened it, and that was the 5th card I pulled out of a pack out of it. Oh man, I was happy that day.
Right.
That blanket I forgot to stream it.
You should have streamed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have. It was such a great pull. Not to mention the one single avatar pack that I bought, and pulled a Badger Mole cub out of it. Mm. That was a great pull. Just for buying one pack of avatar.
That's crazy. Yeah, bedroom will come.
Yeah.
Got the rarest card in the set, basically.
Yeah. And the bad part about it is that's the only pack of the set that I bought.
Mm-hmm.
The only pack.
I was pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, I can't wait for this set to come out on Arena to play the sets in standard to see what kind of brews I can come up with. Well, I do have more brew ideas brewed up to make, these standard decks, and it's going to be. I'm hoping to make some, pretty good, interesting decks.
Got a collector pack in the mail from Draw Step MTG. Nice.
Nice.
That's pretty sweet.
I don't know them, but
I didn't know Canada had mail. No, I'm kidding. My wife watches people in Alaska, and it's crazy how the mail works there. The mail's everywhere.
Wow. But yeah, I'm thinking that this set's going to be something.
Yeah, it's gonna be prolific. I think it's gonna make a statement. But just enjoy the 2 months you have before the next set comes out.
Exactly.
like people keep talking about Strixhaven and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm still enjoying the turtles. Let me have fun with that.
You're not allowed to. You gotta get hyped for the next set.
And of course, they're a smaller channel still, but I rated them and helped them hit 500 subs. Nice. So they sent it to me as a thank you. Hell yeah.
Are they Twitch or YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Raid, it sounds like Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
But are they Twitch or are they YouTube? YouTube? Oh, okay.
How do you rate a YouTube channel?
I don't know. I know rating is in Twitch.
Yeah.
But you do that, and I'm going to send them a message telling them that he sent me over there, Nabcor. All right. Let me log into the stream here on my phone. I didn't have no intro or anything like that on here. I can find the stream. You channel.
You can do it now, apparently. You go to YouTube Studio, you go to Settings, Community, and Live Redirects.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was going to click on the first last video 3 weeks ago. And then I'm going to say Nab Core sent me. Awesome. I just subscribed to him. Look, we're at 513 subs now. The draw step. Awesome. Interesting looking videos for what I'm looking. That's what I'm looking at. But yeah, I do mostly shorts while they rip packs. As for opinions.
It's automatically on there. All channels can redirect to my content. Nice.
Huh. Did not know that. I mean, that's something new than YouTube. Then I did not know YouTube did that. Trying to get like Twitch, I reckon. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking the cards. Can't wait to play them. Sounds like the women are in the kitchen cooking. But anyway, folks, make sure to check out me and Superfast Tortoise. We're live Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. That went on there twice.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Awesome. But anyway, over on Superfast Tortoise, we talk, about Magic mostly and Commander mostly. But come on by and check us out on over there on his channels. Link is in the chat right there. And it's Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. And tomorrow is Friday.
On the 27th, I will not be streaming because I have a doctor's appointment. That's Monday, last Monday of the month.
You don't see doctors.
Yeah, right.
And of course, I'm always around if I'm awake, brother. And it's definitely a good time over on Tortoise Channel. Thank you. See you guys. Gotta get home from work. All right. We got on Discord now. See what's up. All right.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and get on off of here. Is there anything you would like to say, Tortoise?
Yeah. Look, it's me. It's me. That's a real person. What? Anyways, I'm sorry for being silly.
You're fine.
Yeah. Come on, subscribe over to Superfast Tortoise if you're enjoying content like we're doing now. We do this occasionally throughout the week if we can't get a Commander game going. I know Tabal wants to play tonight if we get a game going at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But in the morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Hillbilly Night and a few other people are going on with a live show, morning show, where we usually talk about magical stuff. Today was about channels and stuff. And yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's a calm, relaxing atmosphere where we just chit chat and chill. So check us out.
Yep. Yeah, much like what I've done here this afternoon is it's kind of like what we do over there on Tortoise's channel. So yeah, you can check him out over there. And if you're watching the replay over here and you ain't subscribed, why ain't you? Go hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Every little thing helps. And I do appreciate it. And I also want to give a shout out to all my channel members and all my subscribers. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for becoming channel members. It is very much appreciated because without y'all, channel wouldn't be where it is and probably wouldn't be a channel if it ain't been for y'all. And I do appreciate it. But I will probably be back to streaming regular arena content probably tomorrow afternoon. I decided not to do it today because, I'm plumb tuckered out from doing that early access yesterday. But y'all can check those streams out because I don't delete any of my streams. And those are out on the YouTube, and y'all can check them out. I got them numbered early access 1, 2, 3. I think I did 3 streams yesterday in total.
Pretty good.
But they were like back to back. Anyway, if y'all want to check those out, you can. But those will be they're on the YouTube. But I'll be back to doing arena tomorrow afternoon around 2:00, same time, around the same time. But I started this stream. I'll be back on tomorrow doing another one. And tomorrow is what, Friday?
Yep.
Tomorrow is Friday. So then a morning stream tomorrow. Then Saturday, Sunday, no morning stream. But I will still be streaming around 2:00 Central Standard Time on those days. Monday, I will be doing a around 2:00 stream. And Tuesday, I'll do 2 streams.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a arena stream, and then that night, I plan on doing a commander game. And that would be the bracket 2 or 3. But either way, we're going to go ahead and get on off here. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have an awesome rest of the day. Later, everybody. Y'all have a good one.